Hey, what's going on? This is Mariusz Konieczny from Classic Value Investors and Microcap Explosions. I want to talk about today where the big money is, like really. But before that, I have to be honest with you. The real reason why I'm making this video today is because I got fiber internet, and I wanted to know how fast I can upload this video. So I figured I got to come up with a topic, and boom, it came. Let's talk about where the big money is. So, like, seriously, if you think about it and read the news or read Twitter, they're talking about things that are on the first page of the newspaper. They're talking about the things that are the most popular. That's not where the big money is. That's not where you make big money. Like, seriously, uh, what are they talking about right now? Like, you know, it's always the big macro stuff, right? Inflation, what interest rates are going to do, the general economy, like uranium, copper, gold, right? What else? Bitcoin, of course, Tesla. And that's where the most attention is, right? That's where they want to talk about these things because that's where they get ratings. That's where if you have a channel, YouTube channel talking 24/7 Tesla, you're gonna get more subscribers. You're gonna if you sell ads on your YouTube channel, you're gonna get more ad revenue, right? If you talk about the things I talk about, you're barely gonna get any revenues from it. So there's no incentive really to talk about the things where you make money. And if you look back, like you know the copper story, right? Right now the copper story is like moving up to the first page of the newspaper. But 3 years ago, very few people were talking about it, right? And that's where the money was. But like if let's say you were like, okay, copper is going to be hot. What are the most people going to do with it? Freeport, right? The big names. So if you look at the stock of Freeport, since like 2017, the stock doubled, right? Then it sold off because of COVID, and then from COVID to now, it had a great performance. But like over since 2017, the stock doubled. So okay, you were on copper trend, and you saw it correctly, and you doubled your money. Congratulations. What did something like Oracle do? 100 times, 100 times. So that's that's what I'm talking about. That's not where the money is. The big money is not in these big names. The big names are for average returns. Okay, like even when you look at Bitcoin, everybody's talking about Bitcoin, blah blah blah. Look, it's an old story already. Like if you talked about Bitcoin, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, okay, it wasn't in the mainstream media, right? It wasn't known to everybody. Now you go on the street and you ask somebody about Bitcoin, everybody knows what Bitcoin is, right? But now people are interested in this now because it's in the first page. But the real money was made by the people who discovered that trend. For whether I wasn't really on it, but the big money was made by the people that discovered it early. They became, multimillionaires, billionaires, whatever, right? That's how the money was made. When you look at the biggest companies, okay, uh, even Tesla, right? Who made the biggest money on Tesla? The people that discovered it early. They saw the change happening. They saw that the product was great. They saw the vision, blah blah blah, and then they made money, right? Now, from this point on, what is Tesla supposed to be $100 trillion company? You see what I mean? Like the money's been already, it's already been made. So if you want to make real freaking money, you got to go into places where everybody it doesn't talk about these things. You got to find these situations, inflection points, changes in the industry, new product being introduced, new products being solved. That's where the big money is. But in order to find them, you have to go out and you have to seek them. You can't just wait for them to be given to you, because by the time they're given to you, well, okay, they're given to you for a reason. They're not given to you because the person that's giving it to you, they want you to make money. They're given to you because they have an incentive to give it to you. Like they either want to make ad revenue from you, they want to get your attention, or maybe they already have a position in it and they want to expose it to more people. And so they go out and they tweet it out to all of their subscribers because they already have a position in it. But when you find these opportunities early on, yeah, they don't look as clean as they look when they get on the first page. So in other words, if you have a business that it's either developed a new product or maybe has one division and then it started a new division and some changes happening, a lot of times when you look at these companies, they don't look clean. Okay, they don't look clean. They might have the financial statements don't look as clean as the financial statements of mature, well-developed companies. When you remember the video series that I did, What is a Great Business? I was talking about businesses that already look clean. So if you look at, Adobe or Microsoft or Apple or these companies, you look at the financial statements, they look clean. They're profitable. The profit margins are stable, the return on equity are stable, and you can, like, if you look at reports from like Morningstar or Value Line and you see it for like the past 10 years or so, you see a clean trend, you see clean images, and people, by the time it's clean, everybody wants it, right? But by the time everybody wants it, there's a price tag on it. So you want to understand, it's good to study those businesses and understand why their financials or the financial report card, why it looks great. Not that it looks great, but why does it look great? Why does Adobe have such high returns on equity? Why do they have high returns on assets and equity? Why does a shipping company, an oil tanker, why do they have awful looking financials? All right, you want to understand why behind it, so that when you go out yourself to find companies that don't look like this, when you understand their business, you can connect the dots and you can say, okay, this business is as good as the other company, but it's not to the point where it looks great, but it will look great in the future because of you understanding the whys. So you see, by the time things show up in the financial statements, the computer screens are going to find it, okay? And the biggest money is made is when you can see things before the computers can see it, before it shows in the financial statements. And if you understand the whys, if you understand why revenues are going to grow, why margins are going to be where they're going to be, why customers are going to be buying it, why customers are buying it, why are they more customers buying it. When you understand those whys, then you can construct the financial statements for the future that everybody else is going to find. That's where the big money is. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope it was useful. For me, I want to see how fast it uploads because I got my fiber. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.